After winning a revolution, America faced a new question. Who should lead the nation? There was only one name everyone trusted. The man who could have been king, but chose to be a servant. George Washington. The war was over. The Constitution was written, but the United States was still fragile. It had no traditions, no leadership model, no proven system. Everything depended on one person. If the first president failed, the entire experiment could collapse. There was no election campaign, no competition, no debates. Everyone already knew the answer. George Washington, the hero of the Revolution, the general who refused dictatorship, the man trusted by both soldiers and politicians. He didn't want power, which made him perfect for it. Washington actually tried to retire. He wanted to go back to his farm, back to a quiet life, but the country needed him. So at age 57, he stepped into a role no one had ever done before. He wasn't following history, he was creating it. In 1789, Washington traveled to New York City. Crowds gathered, church bells rang. People watched with hope and fear, because nobody knew. Would this new system work, or would America fall apart? When Washington took the oath, democracy truly began. Washington had a huge problem. There was no guidebook, no past presidents, no traditions. He had to invent everything. How the cabinet works, how laws are enforced, how the president behaves, how power is limited. Every decision set a precedent. Everything he did would shape the future forever. Washington surrounded himself with brilliant minds, men like Alexander Hamilton, Thomas Jefferson, but they constantly disagreed. Arguments exploded over banks, taxes, federal power. Washington had to balance both sides. Too much control equals tyranny. Too little control equals chaos. It was a tightrope walk. America was weak. Other countries didn't take it seriously. Britain still threatened the borders. Spain watched carefully. War could happen any time. Washington knew something critical. If America got dragged into another war too soon, it would collapse. So he chose neutrality. Stay out of foreign conflicts. Focus on stability. This decision saved the young nation. Then came another internal crisis. Farmers protested new taxes. Some became violent. It reminded everyone of Shays' rebellion, but this time was different. Washington personally led troops to stop it, not to punish the people, but to prove something. The government was strong enough to enforce its laws. Order mattered. After 2 terms, Washington shocked the world. He stepped down, voluntarily. He could have stayed forever. Some even wanted him to become king, but he refused. He believed power must rotate. Leadership must change. This single decision protected American democracy more than any battle. He set the 2-term tradition that lasted for centuries. Washington didn't just lead. He defined what a president should be. Calm, neutral, honest, limited in power. He proved leaders serve the people, not rule them. Without him, the Constitution might have failed. The country might have split. The American experiment might have ended. Today, Washington isn't remembered just as a general or just as a president. He's remembered as the foundation, the steady hand that guided America through its most fragile years, not through force, but through character. Washington stepped away, but America's challenges were just beginning. Foreign threats, economic struggles, another war with Britain was coming. In the next episode, we explore the War of 1812, the conflict that tested whether America could truly survive. Some leaders take power. Great leaders give it up. And that's what made George Washington different. This is American history, one story at a time.